you lot can't really see it, but my eyes are super red. Like, at least it looks that way on camera. It's just, to me, it's just like, whoa, why are they so red? I don't understand. Like, what's going on? Like, I looked in the mirror earlier today, and they were fine. They looked fine. They looked A-okay. But now that I'm like, because before I always start recording, I always like go and preview stream, just to, like, see whether the camera is working, whether the microphone is working, so on and so forth, right? And like, I saw how red they are. It's like, bruh. So I don't know whether you guys will see that. I don't know whether it will come across to you, but like it just looks that way right now on camera. It's just like, whoa, why is that the case? Anyway, we're here today with Punpun, chapter 39, 40, 41, 42, as well as 43. So let's get reading. Chapter 39. To be honest, we're back here. We went from bad to super bad. Now we're back here. To be honest, I was afraid. I was petrified. Figured I could never let you live by my side. If didn't want to be honest, I was afraid. I didn't want to find out anything about the horrible truth. Definitely spelling mistakes here. It's good to see you after so long. I was actually really worried about you, Mr. Onodera. You quit so suddenly back then, I didn't even have a chance to ask why. But to think you'd bring such a pretty girlfriend along with you, it seems you're doing well. Yeah. To tell you the truth, Washio comes by here every now and then to play as well. Even he's doing much better these days. He barely talked back then, but now he even smiles much more often. What has happened to Mrs. Yagi? She's had a fair share of trouble since then. She fortunately didn't receive any major... How do you not receive... She was like, la 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 la. How do you not receive any major injuries? She fortunately didn't receive any major injuries, but she was going to file a lawsuit. Well, she definitely should have. But it seems that her daughter desperately stopped her from... No, that's free money. Huh? You know, the girl that Mrs. Yagi brought along one day, that pale girl with straight hair. I don't know what her reason was though. That's right. I heard from the other student that she's currently studying at an art school in Kyoto. I just see him tearing up. We haven't really had any focus on Punpun lately, which I like and dislike. What's wrong? By the way, if you can hear background noise, at the what was it called? The washing machine is currently on, so if you can hear some, I don't know whether you can or not, like this room, there's like another room, and then like it's basically two rooms between, whichever way you go, if you go that way or that way, there's two rooms between. It's literally on the other, like, you know, diagonally, so like you literally have to go well, that's probably a bad example. You hear the washing machine is like diagonally in like the kitchen, so what you'd have to do is like or yeah, so I don't know whether you can hear it, but if you can, it is the washing machine, alright? What's wrong? No. This is a good teacup. This is a good teacup. So you like it, eh? It's a bit small and kind of crude, but it's very nice, right? That's something Washio made for the first time since 5 years. Well, excuse us. Sorry for intruding so unexpectedly. No, come over anytime you want. And if you ever want to start doing pottery again, I hope we can work together again. Yeah, that's a beautiful panel. Yo, that just took me out of it right away. That's such a beautiful panel of like them walking down the street, and it looks so realistic as well. Now, the shading and everything is great. The shading and everything is absolutely fantastic. Wow. It seems everything turned out well after all. Yeah, looks like it. It really did turn out well. In the end, I guess I was just worried over nothing. But that's not the important thing. Even if my fears and worries were groundless this time, you can't erase what happened in the past, and I can't change my nature so easily. I might repeat what I did on someone else one day. She just looks at me. You don't look so well. It's quite chilly today, so would you like to come back to my cafe one more time before heading home? Well, since I came out all the way to Ofuna, I was thinking I might as well stop by my parents' home. That's right. I left my moped at your shop. Could you, Midori, your nose is running a bit. Ha 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 ha. I'm sorry for forcing you into doing a lot of things today. No, same here. Thank you for listening to me. I feel somewhat better now. That was a lie. The grief and torment that I was burdened with for the past 5 years stemmed from my sense of guilt about the past, without a doubt. But even though I had now realized it, I feel more burdened and suffering than ever. As my spine froze, I realized it. Was I just kept alive by this curse? My awareness of that crime, my sense of guilt, had taken over me to that extent. What if my reason for living had been to search for a reason to live while suffering so much over the crime of just one person? The me of now has nothing anymore. My atonement is now over. The only things left are a meaningless life and a fear of the inevitable empty future. The only thing I had believed in was beta boon. The kanji used for thing here is of course it would be. The only thing I had believed in was my sense of guilt. It's cold. It's painful. I'm lonely. I'm sad. I can't do it anymore. And he's sitting in front of the train tracks. She's like, you idiot! Baka! Baka, 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 baka. Baka! What are you doing, Baka? Stop being a baka. Baka. You baka. You fool. Yeah, go on. You can stop him. He just grabs onto her leg like, don't let go! Don't let go, go. I can't kill myself. I just can't do it. I can't kill myself. Oh. Help me. Save me. Why do you have to be so troublesome, Mr. Onodera? She is tearing up, of course, as well. Hug ya. Now she's hugging him. Okay. I will do whatever you wish. So just don't ever leave me. Then, if maybe I were ever to commit an unforgivable and end up hurting you very, very deeply at that time, please kill me. Alright. That's foreshadowing of the highest degree. If that time ever comes to be, I promise to kill you. So please, don't run away. I'm a little bit worried now, folks. I'm a little bit worried. I don't know what to say, but I'm a little bit worried. Miss Midori, I like you. Yes. Just yes. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Prefectural Badminton Tournament. I thought for a second I thought that was Sydney. I was like, why are we going to Australia suddenly? But no, it's not Sydney. Did you see Komatsu's match this afternoon? This noon. It's crazy, man. He's invincible. After the second set, his opponent started no mercy. That's the way I like it. So his opponent started crying. I've never seen such a match. The only other person still remaining from our school is Yaguchi. Now, Yagoda's next opponent is a student that recently transferred to Nishinaka called Mushiyakoji. Bro, that's a name and a half. At his last school, he was chosen as one of the rep players for the tournament, even though he was only a first year. But even if he wins here, he'll have to face Komatsu for first place. I feel sorry for Yaguchi. He's finished. Pooh. Foo. And we're back to Punpun. I think the uncle's arc is over now, Mr. Onodera. I think his arc is over now. Until we go back to it, of course, but like for now, it is over. Jeez, I worried over nothing. Punpun was now as confident as the devil. Alright, let's go. It shouldn't be. Oi. Even though Yaguchi Komatsu will end up being the singles champion, let's not forget to pay respect to the other players, so don't do anything reckless. And to those sitting in the benches, make sure to cheer on your teammates. Alright, dismissed, and Punpun is just like in tears and whatnot. And Yaguchi is just struggling with his injury. What's wrong, Yaguchi? No, it's nothing. Well, don't push yourself too much, since Komatsu is your opponent. You can still be the runner-up winner. And he's looking at Punpun like, Komatsu, good luck. Yaguchi doesn't seem to be in the best condition, so crush him quickly, alright. Punpun wanted to just go home already without seeing a match and eat some choco pies already. Shut up. You guys only say stupid things before a match. The victory I seek is something refined, attained from overcoming those trivialities. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Whatever. It doesn't really concern us which none of them. It doesn't really concern us which one of them wins. I might even just go home without seeing a final match. Screw this. Screw it all. And you just say, Aiko's here. Aiko is looking over here. Those two just have such. It's just a difficult. It's such a strained relationship. It's hard to watch, but it's also kind of fun to watch. I know, right? We shall now commence the boys singles finals match. Players to the center court, please. And Aiko and Punpun are still just looking at each other. Are you gonna actually speak in chapter 41? We'll see. First game, love all, play. You two, lovebirds. Punpun found himself unable to move even a single muscle for some reason. It was the first time Punpun stared so intently at Aiko's eyes. As he stared at her round, beautiful eyes, Punpun wondered in what way was his form reflected in it. She's still looking over here. She's staring really hard for some reason. Punpun didn't know why, but he felt like running away. But with Punpun trying, with all his might, just to control his shaking knees, our poor Punpun was helpless in front of Aiko. If you look at me like that, I'll scrape out those pretty round eyeballs. Huh? I thought he was going to say, I'll fall for you, or something like that. Oh, he's getting some darker and darker and darker and darker thoughts. As the show is going on, like, he's getting some darker and darker and darker and darker thoughts. And maybe I'll kiss those tender lips. Punpun was at his limit. He was about to explode below a screaming sound. So scream, 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 scream. Huh?
It's Tanaka and Yamata. Why are you guys here?
He looks away, saved by a hair's breadth. Punpun quickly turned the situation around and was now playing it cool as expected from our dear Punpun. As expected, folks. As expected. Yeah, I got it. So that's why you're here. Did the match already start? Didn't you come here to see Yaguchi? Just a side-eye looking away. At the tournament next week, if I win, Tanaka will be mine for the rest of my life. Punpun thought that if Mount Fuji were to explode right now, he wouldn't mind at all. And he's giving it. I think they're both. Yeah, of course they're both giving it their all. He's like, he just have the backbone, like, just like back and forth right there. But I don't know how long he can keep up. He is trying his best. He's even going for a friggin' spike. No way! 8-3. Yaguchi has the lead. And he already took set 1. Ooh. Komatsu, you're struggling. He really has a reason to win. Anybody that would have thought that Yaguchi was going to get creamed. My bad. How? Whoa! Yeah, he's shook. He is shook, but he's got a reason to win. Even if his legs can't move, he's got a reason to win. Mamoru, you can do it. Is that Yaguchi's mum? Maybe Yaguchi's some guy with the hots for older women. Whatever. Screw it all. For some reason, Punpun had a very ominous premonition. He wondered if maybe nothing in his entire life was destined to turn out favourable for him. It's the wink back, the wink of love, the hard-eyed wink. Hey, referee, what's the call? In or out? He was sure that Yaguchi would win, and on the way home, he'd be kissing Aiko. Maybe in the worst case scenario, it'd even end up having... Bro. He's a young kid, alright? He's a young kid. Let his fantasy roam wild. What? In? Were you even looking? Komatsu. How... Oh. Is that what... Could that be happening here? That's the ref. Oh, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. I didn't catch it at first, but I see what's going on here. Ah. Uh-huh. That ref is bought. Not with money, but with love. That's what's happening here. Come on, it's apathetic for him to be arguing over a single point. Well, yeah, if things were going to turn out like this, he should never have agreed to that bet. That was an out, you got them pathetic idiot. Are you trying to make a fool out of my beautiful wins? It was out. I saw it. Yeah, okay, so he's actually playing a fair... Maybe it's Aiko that's doing this, you know. But he actually wants to have a fair game. I saw it. It was close, but it was out. It's Komatsu's point. Let's keep it fair. Yes, many years later, the always cool-looking Yaguchi will tell Aiko this in the day before their marriage. To be honest, I made a bet on you. I made a bet on you on badminton match back in middle school. Wonder how things would have turned out if I lost, haha. Do you still remember a guy called Onodera? It's alright if you forgot. I don't really remember many people from back in middle school either. Punpun was very saddened by this. He was sure that he would cry a lot as soon as he was home. Oi, I wonder why it is that other people fall in love with others. I think that to seek out love, even when you already have a nice family, is being greedy. No matter how much you like another person, you can never be with that person forever. But I dislike that. I don't care if I have to throw away all else. I just want you to look at me. Yaguchi's a good guy. He's kind, serious, and cool. But there are still many places for him to run away to. Are they holding hands? Yes, they are. Right? Is that just... He's got such tiny little hands that you can't tell. But no, they are holding hands. What else would it be? I'm sure that he can find happiness, even if I'm not with him. Oh, what is that? In the end, I'm all alone again, Punpun. You understand my feelings, don't you? Now, Punpun's hands, like his hand, right? His whole, no, it's not his hand. His arm is like the size of this. It's like the size of this cable, right? But somehow at the end of that hand, it's got like a friggin'. It's like that. It's like how does that work? I shouldn't question. I know, but how does that work? I am questioning it. All right. Well, we see where Aiko's feelings truly lie here, don't we? Now, we see where Aiko's feelings truly lie here. What she is truly feeling. What she's truly experiencing. I guess that's the way to phrase it. But yeah. Chapter 42. In the end, I am all alone again, Punpun. You understand my feelings, don't you? Regardless of whether he understood it or not, the warmth of Aiko's hand led Punpun unexpectedly. Yeah, he's going crazy. He's like, to bliss. Punpun, can you throw away your family, your dreams, and all things important to you for the sake of the one you love? Ha! Of course not. You're just a coward. But I can. If it's for someone I truly love, I can throw it all away. I see the same dream over and over again. A dream in which I'm waiting for a person for so long. I'm waiting for someone by a waterfront in the dark. Waiting and waiting for many and many years. But then I realize someone has been staring at me, and I run dragging my feet along to the person who I think is my mother, though I barely remember her. But then when I look carefully, I realize it was just a reflection of myself in the water. And then I feel so lonely and I wake up. I get depressed whenever I think that my dying moment is going to be that lonely. Do you remember of the time when we wrote that essay back in elementary school? I wrote how I wanted to become an actress or singer when I grow up. I wanted a lot of other people to know and like me. But I'm different now. It's alright if it's only one other person. Just a single person, and we'd understand everything about each other. We'd be so close as to not allow even a 1 millimeter gap of distance between us. As long as I can be with a person like that, I don't need anything else. If my dream can be granted, I won't mind if I die right then. Ah! And he's just going for it. They're both just going for it. Yeah, he's grabbing his leg, his foot, his ankle. Yaguchi, are you all right? Your right leg doesn't seem to be in the best condition. Don't push yourself. Even if you lose, you still earn a ticket to the advance to the next tournament. So don't injure yourself. Haha, he's catching up. No, I'm perfectly fine. He's going all out. Yesterday, he phoned me and said that he would have something very important to say after the match, so I should definitely come. But I didn't really like him getting all agitated for some reason. So I then told him, let's just forget about the match and run away together. But he said he didn't understand what I meant and laughed. And then I realized it. Tanaka, what are you talking to Punpun for? It's an important match. You should be watching. That he's different from me. We're 2 worlds apart, Aiko. Do you think I'm saying weird things? Aiko, no. Aiko, your feelings, no. You understand, don't you, Punpun? I wonder if she's still waiting for someone to come meet her. Like on that day, she had planned to go all the way to Kagoshima with a bag as large as her slung over her shoulders. God comes when I chant, dear God, tinkle, tinkle hoy. It shouldn't be tinkle, tinkle hoy. Of course. Okay, that washing machine is loud right now. That washing machine is loud right now. Of course, back in those days, he would come even without being called. If I squeeze back Aiko's hand right now, yo, she might forgive the fact that I broke our promise. Oi! She might even show me her underwear in other regions. She might even say that she likes me one more time. But there is still that. Perhaps I should just put aside that bet with Yaguchi for now and deal with the situation first. How logical Punpun is. Hey Punpun, can you stop being a nice guy? Can you stop the nice guy act already? She might say that. If you keep waiting and enduring like that forever, patiently in your mind, you'll end up committing yourself or committing a They've been going with that angle for the whole time about committing a crime and him being violent. Punpun was very confused, so it's better to live greedily. As the dark muddiness clouded his mind, he felt something intense that he had never felt before, just fall as low as possible. It was as if he was drifting in space, with hope, loneliness, and ecstasy. And he grabs her hand back. Did you just... Ah, shoot. And Yaguchi's leg is, I think, permanently... Oh, no. This is going... this is going... it's going... I guess it's going well for Punpun, but this is just a horrible... Everything, he's basically losing everything at that moment right now. Did you just hear a weird noise? He collapsed. Like, everything seems like it's going bad for him right now. That's just tragic. He's on the floor crying and everything. Oi, Punpun, hurry up. We're going to go check it out. Is it the chronic Achilles tendon? Why didn't you say anything? No wonder your right leg seemed awkward. And you unnecessarily put too much of a strain on your left leg. If your tendon has torn, you'll be out for 2 months. He's finished. Even though he would have still advanced, even if he lost. Mamoru, I think you played very well. Your mother is very proud. Don't touch me! He's looking at Punpun like, yo, you know damn well I'm going back in there. Ono deara, haha. I lost. It's your win. And he's crying. And he's breaking down complete. Oh, man. Punpun. I'm taking Yaguchi. Oh. No. Not with those eyes. I'm taking Yaguchi to the hospital. Clean up and go home at your own pace. You want to go to a game center. Punpun was not even the least bit happy. In fact, Punpun felt it was his fault that Yaguchi overexerted himself and ended up being injured. It was too much for Punpun to bear. Yeah, no, that's wrong. Although he pretended to be a good child in his head, Punpun was really a dishonest child. Punpun. He didn't want to admit it, but for a moment he felt good to betray and kick a person on the ground. Are you going home? It was as if another self existed inside his head. He was sure that his despicable, disgusting self was reflected in Aiko's pure... Wow, holy fuck, this is loud. I'm pretty sure that at this point you can hear it, right? He was sure that his despicable, disgusting self was reflected in Aiko's pure round eyes. I'm sorry that I couldn't keep our promise to go to Kagoshima on that day. Punpun at last understood that for the past 2 years he longed to just say this to her. Okay, it's fine. I don't mind at all. Aiko is smiling. Then, should we go now to Kagoshima? Punpun, she doesn't care about Yaguchi at all. Like this guy twisted his ankle out to the hospital. She's like, whatever, I got Punpun out. Like, Aiko is just a bad person. He's not pure at all as well. They're both messed up. Punpun, you wouldn't lie, right? That if you were to take just one step closer to Aiko, then and there, he would fall below to the deepest depths of darkness. Punpun mustered his courage and spoke. Please go right now to Yaguchi. What? Yeah, good. I respect it a lot. Yaguchi needs you more than anything right now. Why? I don't understand. You're not a good person. You're not. Aiko, not a good person at all. Punpun was too scared to even turn and look back, and he's off. Punpun, which do you prefer, bestiality or necrophilia? Nani? Thanks to the pure white snow that had fallen last night, Punpun could clearly see his vile self reflected clearly. If possible, he wished for the pure white snow to melt, and with it, for everything else to disappear as well. You crying again? I'm not crying. You are crying. I am not crying. Goodbye, Aiko. You know what? The end of these 5 chapters, but I have to say, Punpun, I respect Punpun so much more than I did before. Like, he's always been a good person, and he's been flirting kind of with the idea in these, like, last 20 chapters or so, of, like, doing something wicked. But, like, this was honestly the moment where you can truly say that Punpun is too pure for this world. And Aiko is definitely not. Aiko is selfish, self-centered, and honestly doesn't care about anyone else but herself. And that, to me, that's a no-go. She's not pure. Not in the least. She is just wicked. That's all I have to say about that. Though I'm done with Aiko. For now, I'm done with Aiko until she does something good. But Punpun, he went up in my books once again, as he always does. He's always quite high. And you know what? He just keeps rising and rising. So it was good to see finally, getting back to Punpun and seeing his growth, or seeing his character come to fruition, seeing his character shine in the brightest light possible. Anyway, folks, I'll see you all in the next one, everyone. Be like Punpun, don't be like Aiko. That's all I've got to say, folks. Peace out. Until then, have a nice day and bye. Hey everybody, if you like this video, please be sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, be sure to check out Patreon to get 1 week early access as well as full length. Until next time, everybody, peace out and have a nice day.